Right, Keeley's here. What do you think of those feral cats? Are you going to name one after anybody?
No, I wouldn't want to name any cats after any of my exes, but there's enough said there. It's going to be cold and cloudy for the foreseeable. We haven't even had 1 hour of sunshine in Leeds over the last 7 days. We do have a little bit of snow in the forecast for the Yorkshire area. There's a warning for that and for some ice, but more on that in a moment. We've got mostly cloudy skies this afternoon and it will feel chilly. And I say mostly cloudy, there might be a little bit more brightness. And then over the weekend, weather front moves through on Saturday, bringing rain, a little bit of sleet and snow across the North York moors, and then it's cold and grey again for Sunday, but the Atlantic does take over through next week. So a lot of cloud in the forecast for this afternoon. We might see the odd glimmer of brightness out there. This is the satellite picture so far, so you can see we've had pretty much leaden skies so far, but something perhaps a little bit less grey for the afternoon, the odd glimmer of brightness, and it does look largely dry. It's fairly breezy out there and it really is feeling cold today. Temperatures only getting up to around 4 or 5 degrees. So that cloud will continue to dominate through this evening and overnight. We'll start to see 1 or 2 spots of drizzle, a little bit of patchy rain spreading up from the south towards the end of the night. This could be freezing rain, so we do have an ice warning for Pennine parts and temperatures will drop back to around freezing. It's cold and it's bleak tomorrow. Outbreaks of rain turning to sleet and snow, mainly away from the Pennines and mainly over the North York moors. We could see a few centimetres here, the odd dusting elsewhere, but I think it'll struggle to settle to lower levels. But it does look like a pretty dismal day tomorrow, feeling cold. Dave.
Thanks very much. That's it. We're back at 6:30. Join us then if you can. But now it's back to Nina Warhurst for the rest of the BBC News at 1. From us, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
So it is a cold weekend. We even have a little bit of snow in the forecast. So the snow, we could get a few centimetres perhaps across parts of the North York moors. And actually there is the risk of some freezing rain across Pennine parts first thing tomorrow. So watch out for ice there. It's all courtesy of this weather front pushing up from the southwest. High pressure moving out of the way. It'll continue to move eastwards as the Atlantic truly takes over through next week. It will become more changeable, but temperatures will also creep up. Sunday doesn't look like a brilliant day either. It will still be quite cold and damp. So yes, we did have a lot of cloud, but we saw some breaks in that cloud edging in, particularly from the west, to allow us some spells of sunshine. Still some breaks in the cloud out there at the moment. 1 or 2 spots are already down to freezing, and it's a cold night with thickening cloud from the southwest. 1 or 2 spots of drizzle, and then that rain will set in later in the night away from the hills, away from the Pennines. It may well turn to sleet and snow in a few spots as well. More on that in a moment. Temperatures overnight back to freezing. So let's have a quick look at those high water times. 6:15 or 6:14 in Bridlington and just gone 6 o'clock in Filey. So you will start the day with outbreaks of rain spreading up from the southwest. Could turn a little bit wintry away from the hills. We could get a few centimetres across the North York moors. We could get the odd dusting elsewhere, but generally it won't settle to lower levels, and it all fizzles out later in the day. But it's a bleak, cold day with temperatures only reaching around 2 to 4 degrees. And I'm afraid it doesn't look brilliant for Sunday either. A lot of cloud, the odd snow flurry around, a little bit of drizzle in places, and it's still a cold day on Sunday as well. Chilly into Monday too. Those temperatures creeping up as we head through next week, but it's half term, so you've guessed it, we've got a changeable forecast with some rain at times.